Here we are. Might be a little, okay, we're good. Hopefully everything is working. Sorry about this. Shoot. This is 7. Alright, there we go. Here we are again. 7. Excited to be here, you know. Hopefully some people join soon. I haven't heard this song in a while. We used to play all the time in the earlier episodes. Might have a little trouble. I hope I'm being heard right. Heard right. We're all getting a little excited. So yeah, it's just me. Just me here, alone with thoughts. You know, it's kind of interesting how like because I've been banned from sthg, and it's kind of half worrying, half just interesting that like you really have an attachment to sthg, like surprising attachment, like you really can't leave it. You're really there forever. This saying is very true. So it's both half crazy, or not half crazy, half scary. And yeah, you know, it just kind of makes you wonder, like, are you really so like desperate that you need to use 4chan board as your means of entertainment? But I guess there's just the things you gotta consider. Alright. There we go. So, let me turn off the camera real quick. Listen. But yeah, I'm banned. I'm actually banned because got range banned. So that's fun. You know, I really like songs that incorporate like lines of dialogue in them. I feel like that really creates a lot of impact. But yeah, I hope people actually join. It might just be very lonely, which would be pretty annoying. is over. It's now time to talk about whatever comes up. One thing I noticed that after controversy, people started joining these things a lot more. So I guess the fact that there was no controversy last time is created I guess it's the simple thing is that people get excited by it and they wanna join it only after they hear about it. They hear about the name fags getting all excited about it, and that makes them excited, and they come on. And usually they just go on one time, they never come on again. But that's pretty much how the world works, right? That's the thing is that there's a lot of argument about how this is meant to be for discussion of the games, the comics, and whatsoever. But I feel like what the people of the sthg really want is that they want it to be a reflection of the general, the shit posting and the and everything that comes along with it, really. So maybe that's sort of even though it's what they want, maybe that's sort of doomed to fail, because after a while people just get annoyed at it. They get bored of it. They can only laugh at the created lolcows for only so long. So what you get is that you have all these people getting really excited about something, but in truth, they're never going to show up to a single one. But that's just something to ponder. This might be a good opportunity actually to come up with to kind of prove the worth. Oh, I guess not. Never mind. We have someone here. Hello, Shadow.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm swell. How are you?
Doing excellent. It's good to hear that you're swell. Is this morning or evening for you?
This is middle of the night.
Gotcha. What brings you here to do?
I don't know. I've just been fucking around in the thread.
Oh yeah? Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I good?
Sure. Yeah, you're excellent. So you got the Shadow Androids as your profile.
Yeah, I love Shadow Androids.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of potential there, Kind of wasted ever since Heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes came after Shadow, right? Or was it the other way around?
Heroes came before Shadow.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, they presented the Shadow Android thing, and then that was when Omega said the whole they need the original to be able to make the androids, and then Shadow the Hedgehog did the actual put them in the game thing.
Yeah, I probably need to get around to replaying Shadow and Heroes, considering how they were probably one of my first Sonic games. It's kind of like going to if you're like a Muslim and you have to go to Mecca once in your life. You gotta replay those games at least once in your life.
You got a nostalgia fag at some point.
Yeah. Do you have a recommendation of what's the best way to play them? I know that there's on SA1 you have to get the special mod to get the true experience or whatever. Is there something similar for Heroes and Shadow, or do you not know of it?
There's nothing to my knowledge that's significant. There are people who say that there's very minor differences between the actual platforms. In my opinion, because I grew up, I still play Shadow the Hedgehog today. It's one of my favorite games. I grew up with it on PS2, and now I play it emulated on GameCube, and I really can't tell any difference.
I see. Nice
Hello.
to see you.
There is
So now Pro.
There is a difference in frame rate between GameCube and PS2.
Is there?
How big of a difference
Yeah,
is it?
because I'm pretty sure I know GameCube can run at 60, and I don't remember well, but I'm pretty sure PS2 only runs at 30.
Hmm.
Mm.
I know that GameCube does run at 60. I didn't know about PS2.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
because I first got the PS2 version, and then I started emulating on GameCube.
I guess I've been playing the inferior version this whole time. Yeah. I think I had Unleashed on PS2 as well. So I think if I'm remembering that right, like you could get Unleashed on PS2.
Was it PS2? I don't think it was. I think it was like
Pretty sure I remember it. Or, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but
because there were two specific platforms that the superior version, quote unquote, came out on, and then there were two platforms that the
Oh,
other
yeah.
one did.
it's on PS2, but
And Wii.
and Wii.
Yeah,
Well, I mean that
Wii
was.
version's the same as PS2 version.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were.
Well, there were some minor differences, but not much.
And then PS3 and Xbox were the better version, supposedly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought.
I
because
never.
the Wii and PS2 ones cut content,
Hmm.
like entire level content.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they removed the Africa level and the America level, Empire City and Savannah Citadel.
Yeah, I played all those games on PS2, so I guess I'll have to revisit them. It's kind of strange how I think '06 was marketed as the next generation game, right? So they went only on PS3 and Xbox 360, right? But then they went back to PS2 for Unleashed. So, which came out 2 years after. It's very strange. '06 in general is pretty strange, I guess. You know, if you think about it, like, if '06 had done well, there'd probably be a whole franchise, or not franchise, but, series of spin-offs for Silver and Shadow. Because, I mean, that's at least what many people are saying, is that they were planning '06 to set up basically two spin-off series with Silver and Shadow. That's why
They would have had entire spin-off series.
Yeah, and that's why they changed Silver's name from Vincent or something like that to Silver, so it'd be the three S's.
Venice,
Yeah.
like Venice, Italy, since Soleon is based on Italy.
Yeah. He would have to cut off his ear in the real game, but since they wanted to do spin-offs, they changed it. But I guess it's not really valuable to think of things that we're never gonna be. So, do you guys have any fan games you're looking at? Because personally, I haven't really been paying attention to those.
Not really. I've been playing Roboblast 2 a little.
Roboblast 2? Have you finished it?
Yeah. Not really. I kind of
Yeah.
got Castle.
Oh yeah.
Since
I can
I'm
understand.
not great at
Yeah.
it because it's a little.
It's very slippery in my experience. And I think after, I mean, it's all like well put together, but it's very much Doom controls, you know.
Yeah.
And but I think I know this is really overused, but it does have a lot of soul, as overused as that is. But
I got I got a fan character mod that lets you play as the werehog, and it actually controls a lot better. It's not as slippery.
Oh yeah, I might have to try
Yeah,
that
because
out.
he's slower.
Yeah. What I meant by soul is just like the fact that they included Knack and they made him a whole moveset and they gave him kind of like his own level where he in the final boss fight where you fight him on a train. It's all
It's
very
got that 90s 90s PC game aesthetic.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Although I really don't. Maybe I'm just not enjoying video games anymore. But it felt very kind of like at the later half of the game, it was felt very like you're kind of pushing yourself through it. You know, that's just my opinion though. The final boss fight was cool though. But you haven't finished it, right?
I've kind of been playing other games.
Yeah.
I've been going through the Crash series, like replaying it recently.
Really?
Yeah.
How many are there in the series? Like 3 or 4?
There are 8 mainline games now
Oh.
as of Crash 4,
Oh man,
which is the 8th game.
gotcha. I only played Twin Sanity.
Yeah, I'm playing through it right now. And Titans.
Titans. Oh. Yeah, I always liked I mean, I only played one Crash game, and I actually played 2 Crash games. I mean, I played the original one on PS1, the racing kart game, and you could play it on PS2. I remember because you just put the disc in the PS2 thing and it worked perfectly. But I played that one. But what I always liked about the one Crash game I played, mainline one, was it just had a very nice aesthetic with the music and the atmosphere is very beach-like. You have the Indians, or I guess they're called Islanders actually. You have the Islanders that are, fit in the aesthetic. It's just a very nice game.
Yeah.
A lot of beach vibes, you know. So how's your fanfics coming along, Fit Bro?
They've been going fine. I uploaded the latest chapter like a week ago, but
I haven't gotten around to checking it out. I'll check it out after this tonight.
But yeah, Twinsanity was like 06 tier in terms of cut content. Even more so, actually.
Oh, really?
They had to restart the entire development because Ratchet and Clank came out and it was way too similar.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't think I even was old enough to remember the actual. I mean, maybe I never even finished it when I think about it.
Like about half the game was cut.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just remember you teamed up with the guy with the end on his head.
Cortex.
Yeah.
Cortex, yeah.
Cortex. And they stole his brain, and it was you could never skip the cutscenes, and I knew that was really annoying when you were replaying it.
Yeah.
Did they remaster it? I know they did a Crash remaster of like 3 of the games, right?
People have been asking for it, but it hasn't happened yet. But I'm not sure if it will, since Crash 4 stole a couple of ideas from it.
Oh, okay. I mean, so it's very much like 06, where they want people are saying to remaster it, but no, there's no real developer demand for it.
Yeah, although the original devs have expressed interest.
I see. Yeah, it would be interesting to see a full-on Resident Evil 2 style remaster of 06. But it's hard to know if would actually be any consumer, like general consumer want for that, right? Because Resident Evil 2 was all about, because people actually liked Resident Evil 2 before it was remastered. It's just that it wasn't very available to common audiences, so they did the whole thing over. So people that never even played the original Resident Evil 2 were just buying Resident Evil 2 remastered, or remake actually, and enjoying it like that. But it's not the same with 06.
Yeah. Kind of wish we got Heroes too. I feel like there's a lot of potential with Heroes.
Really?
That just sort of got abandoned.
How would you go about your Heroes 2 sequel theoretical?
Well, first I'd make it so you don't have to play every team. You only need to get the emeralds to get the last story. And then I'd make there way more teams, and make the controls not as slippery.
What if you could build your teams? It's like the OC
You mean like
creator.
Sonic World?
I guess, yeah. If
That'd
that's
be
how to
neat.
do it.
But having regular teams would make more sense with story.
Yeah, but I feel like the kids would enjoy it too much. You know, it's like the OC creator. I mean, you know, someone went wild over that thing.
Yeah,
I wish they did do the OC creator more in depth. There's a lot of potential there.
apparently they limited it because they didn't want them to look cooler than Sonic.
Really?
Yeah, because they had to look like a rookie.
I guess. I mean, wouldn't the thing be like, as you go on the game, you get more cool stuff? So then, as you become less of a rookie, you become more of a cool guy and equal to the blue blur.
Yeah, but I think they just wanted Sonic to be
A
the
constant.
coolest.
Okay.
No competition. Gotta sell that merch.
I thought that was Shadow's line. But I guess not. Speaking of Shadow and Shadow androids, you know, I kind of thought of, for like a brief moment, I thought of not rewriting the whole thing, but just doing like sort of a slight parody, non-comical, I guess, of Blade Runner 2049, except K is a Shadow android trying to hunt down like Metal Sonic or something like that. I thought that was interesting.
I've never seen Blade Runner. What's the deal with that? I'm not a big
Yeah, me
movie guy.
neither.
Oh, it's the sequel to Blade Runner, which came out in the 80s, and it's basically, I mean, have you guys watched Blade Runner, the original?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
It's basically like, a Blade Runner, which is like a job is to hunt down fake humans, like robot humans. So the idea would be, and in Blade Runner 2049, it's K, who's a I don't know what they're called. They're fake humans, right? They're robots. They're like Terminators.
Androids?
Yeah, android. Actually, they're not androids in the movie, but call them androids, right? So basically, the idea would be that you have this shadow android who's been created to hunt down like other shadow androids or other Robotnik machines, and the end guy would be Metal Sonic, right? And then you would have a parody of the last speech in Blade Runner, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to you guys, I'm assuming, but it's kind of famous. But yeah, that's the idea. I thought it was interesting. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it though.
So the premise for Blade Runner is that it's lizard people but robots.
Pretty much, yeah. Like
It actually sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. The plot is that the lizard people, call them lizard people, are going kind of going crazy because they know that they're gonna die soon because they have a set expiration date. So they're desperately trying to find like more life. So now they're kind of like going crazy. So now he has to hunt them down before it's too late or whatever. But I think you should watch it. I think you'll be fine watching either one. The sequel is actually probably better than the original, surprisingly, at least in my opinion. But you know, they're both pretty good movies. The first one
Made a note of that.
What do you mean?
Made a note of that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
download that later.
Oh yeah. You can probably find the original anywhere. It's so old. Yeah. It's with Harrison Ford, the guy who played Han Solo in Star Wars.
Oh.
But yeah, very good movies. What's your guys' favorite movies?
That's a tough one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's just... It's like there's so many. But
Oh, yeah.
anytime... It's one of those situations where it's like anytime you ask, the only answer you can really give is like, what's your favorite movie currently?
Oh yeah.
which I would say my favorite movie right now is honestly just the Sonic movie.
Oh yeah, it's actually surprisingly good, and it's like one of the few movies that I would like actually rewatch. You know, because
Uh,
go ahead.
The I was gonna say the Sonic movie is what really got me back into the entire series.
Yeah.
I never really did anything with Sonic um, past Sonic Riders, actually past the PS2 era. So
Mm.
I've been since that movie just going through all the Sonic games, reading the comics, just doing all sorts of shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing, is that the movie is very influential. I think I actually came back to. I think it's pretty much the same thing for me. Um, with the announcement of the movie, it's kind of like you kind of got roped back into the fandom, whether I like it or not. So it's very. I think it's gonna do a lot of good things for the franchise. You know.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was gonna be like, well, there doesn't seem to really be like a whole lot of Sonic stuff besides the comics, and then I discovered the general, and honestly, I'm still kind of a new fag. I've only been around in here for a couple months, but I've been having a very good time.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I'm barred from using it because I got range banned from it. But
I
so,
got banned recently too.
oh yeah,
Kinda lame.
what did you get banned for?
I accidentally may or may not have gone a bit too far when baiting Barney Fag, and then I got banned because it was fun.
Yeah, I know. Everyone gets lost in the moment, you know.
Yeah,
1 second you're like, I'm just gonna use a VPN to respond to this one post, and the next no moment you're like on a 100 thread reply thread,
yeah.
and then you're banned for ban evasion for 90 days. Um, you can come to fast on HN demo, but it's extremely slow. So
Yeah.
good luck with that, I guess. Uh, shoot. Um, I actually got mentioned on HN, or on Fast, I mean, surprisingly.
Hmm?
So, my ego has been stroked already. They kind of said some weird things about me, though. They said, like, I was some sort of, crazy guy or something, but I don't think that's true. At least in my opinion. Um, but yeah, it's good. It really sucks to, I was talking about this before you guys joined. It kind of really sucks to get banned from sthg. It kind of feels like
Yeah.
so sad, you know, so depressing.
It sucks when you see a post and then you respond to it and then you remember while writing it you got banned and then you have to stop.
Oh yeah. I don't. I mean, I feel like the worst one is just getting so into it, like writing like a 2 paragraph post, and then you hit like you do the captcha, and then you hit reply or post actually, and it's just like you are banned, and you have to erase the whole thing because
Yeah.
you just wasted 5 minutes of your time just because. I honestly don't
How
think.
often
Go ahead.
how often do you guys get banned?
Not that often. I mean, it's usually due to like evading range bans or getting range banned. So I would like to
Yeah,
say,
this
go
it's the
ahead.
first time I got banned in like a year, I think.
Yeah, but I would like to say that my only fault is evading the bans, not actually getting the bans, you know? But
Yeah.
it really sucks that you can't appeal range ban. I guess it doesn't really make sense that you could, but it's really annoying, and it makes you do crazy things. Really sucks when the range ban would probably be over now, but I'm banned because of it, so. But, so how are you liking sthg? I know you said you were enjoying it a lot, Shadow, but, you said you were new fag, but, like, what does that mean? How long have you been on here?
So I started, well, a couple months back. I was pretty infrequent. I would just come around every now and again, see like what kind of shit you guys like talk about, and then when I think it was literally the night when Florida Man came in and all the Crash Dough shit was really popping off, is when I started
I see.
becoming pretty frequent.
Yeah, the Crash Dough stuff is a long line of, someone, like someone or some collection of bots posting. It used to be Eggman and Shadow, but then he switched it up.
Yeah. I don't get the fixation on Shadow specifically, though.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe before that it was something else. I guess I'm too much of a new fag to know, but.
Well, originally it was gay shipping, and then it became gay Shadow, and then it became Eggman and Shadow, then it became
Oh, you're right.
Crash Dough, but I think I missed a few steps. I might have, I don't remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore. You know he has a Twitter now, right?
There are a couple of them.
Oh, really? Well, I thought I was
Yeah,
onto something cool. But
I've seen a couple Crash Dough Twitters.
Oh yeah, there was that that started because there was someone who deleted their Twitter who was, I guess, making some sort of fucking fuss, and then a Crash Dough poster immediately made a Twitter with their handle, and then from there they just made a couple more.
You know what I miss? I miss pod posting.
What's that?
Well, I don't know if Zanon Pro knows, but pod posting was because I was referred to as podcast non right, and there's a guy named Mivfag.
Oh yeah.
So there's a ship between us, and I really enjoyed it. But unfortunately, I think the sole poster of that has died off, or has abandoned it.
No,
And
it's funny.
she was really nice actually. She made lots of art, but I mean, not she made like 3 posts of art, but the art she posted was pretty good. And I'm sad it's gone.
I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah, it's been gone for a while now. Yeah. But you know, change always brings bad and good things. You know, like maybe once this pod poster goes away, we'll get something even better. Like I don't know. I like silver poster. You know, I guess there is a Sylvace poster, but not quite the same. I'm guessing your favorite character is Shadow or the Shadow Androids, right, Shadow?
Um, I guess you could consider it both. Yeah,
I see.
that's my unironic favorite.
If you had to choose which one, you would choose the Shadow Androids or Shadow?
In reference to my favorite,
Yeah, favorite.
I'd say probably the Shadow Androids.
Yeah, I feel that they're cooler.
Which one's your favorite? Which color? Of the multiplayer ones?
Of the multiplayer ones, well, there's the 5. There's black, orange, metal green, metal pink. What's the other one?
Metal blue.
Metal blue.
What about yellow?
Probably the metal orange one.
Oh, I feel yellow works the best in the black and white, or I mean black and yellow.
That would probably be my second favorite. I think that's the best one if they ever wanted to actually do any sort of Shadow Android thing. That they should have that design for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, IDW used like used this weird design where it was metal orange, but he had two hands
IEW
and a
use
mouth.
Shadow Androids?
Yeah, in like one issue. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
IDW, right?
yeah.
Oh,
But like he had a mouth for some reason and two hands, even though he was the middle one, and the middle ones have arm cannons. So it's like weird and inconsistent.
I didn't know they had
Uh,
Shadow Androids.
they had the metal one in IDW.
Yeah, but with two hands.
I don't remember that. I remember that whole chapter where they had the diamond cutters, and that's when the whole Shadow Android thing
Yeah,
happened.
those ones. Those were the ones that they were metal ones.
Hmm.
Well, maybe they look just sort of gray.
Yeah, but they had the metal eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, speaking of Shadow Androids, did you know that they actually have idle animations if you use the heal cannon on them?
No, what?
Yeah, if you you know the heal cannon item, right, in Shadow the
Yeah,
Hedgehog? If you hit a Shadow Android with it, it'll just use Shadow's idle animations.
I've never tried that. I'm gonna pull up my
And
dongle right
it'll stop
now.
attacking you. Like it'll brush its quills and like lay down and do the I'm waiting pose.
Dude,
Really?
I need to see fucking Shadow Android messing with its makeup and shit.
Waited with what's it called? With weighted breath, I guess.
Yeah, the heal cannon is kind of fun to mess with enemies.
I'm a bit
You can just like shoot them all and then they'll stop attacking you and each other.
I'm a bit rusty on the Shadow the Hedgehog game mechanics. The heal cannon makes them like the slow down or something.
No, it makes them friendly and heals
Oh,
them.
I see.
Like if you use it on a human, he'll salute you and thank you.
Really?
But with other enemies, they'll just stop. And the Shadow Androids have idle animations.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not actually practical at all. Besides the one arc level where you have to heal the scientists.
Hmm.
Well, it can. They don't. Even if you run into them, they don't attack you, and it gives you lots of hero energy. So for neutral runs, it
Yeah,
can be good
it
because you
does
can
do
skip
that.
through levels easy.
Hmm. Yeah, I was. Shadow was a pretty interesting experience. I remember first completing the game, and I saw Shadow kill Eggman. That was quite the experience.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Sonic games
Mm-hmm.
because it's so replayable.
Yeah, there's so many variables. I like the one where he gets all depressed and stuff. And some people say that's implying that he killed himself or something like that, but I don't know
Well,
about
Oh,
that.
some of the one of the routes is called Shadow's Second Death. So,
Oh, really?
and another one's called Together with Maria Again. I think.
Jeez. It sucks that there's like an actual true ending. It's kind
Well,
of
they needed some way to put it into the canon.
I guess, but I always liked. Yeah, I just wish they would set it up so, like it was in the far future, where you could decide where it wouldn't really
Or
matter.
they could maybe they could have it so all the endings happen, but like in different timelines, because the emeralds are doing something or whatever.
I guess I guess we should look a gift horse in the mouth. We got something pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although I'm like people were making fun of Shadow the Hedgehog too, but that would be a really cool thing for me at least. It's something I would look forward to. The only thing I would hope is that they actually keep all the endings. and all the variability.
All the old endings, or you mean
No, I
keep
mean
the?
like keep the idea of having like 11 endings.
Yeah, I I really like that. I don't think that all of the endings are very good. I,
Yeah, some of them are just
like,
very slight variations of each other.
I am the ultimate hedgehog.
well,
Yeah.
specifically for example, there's like the neutral ending where you go through Eggman's little secret lava base, and your options for the two endings are go to the end with Omega to kill Eggman, or go to the end of the level with Omega to kill Eggman, but turn on his defense systems.
Oh.
Which it just doesn't make any fucking sense why you even go out of your way to do that. There's nothing even in the actual dialogue to suggest why any of that shit happens.
Well, he was like trapping him in his own thing, I think. That was the intention. Like he closed off all the exits so that Eggman couldn't escape, even though he still didn't escape in the other ending. So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? You know the one level with Vector?
The
Yeah.
computer room, yeah?
You know you know how when you fight Black Doom, Vector's on your team?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you fight Eggman and you betray and you don't listen to Vector, Vector's still on your team for some reason when you're fighting Eggman.
That's the case for all of the endings for the most part,
Yeah, and then he just disappears.
except for the pure evil and the pure hero ones when you go against Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only endings that actually have the partner characters in them are the one depressing ending and the pure hero one.
Yeah. You know, this might sound kind of dumb, but or strange, but like I really like how in each of the endings he like ends his line with "This is who I am." I don't know. I feel like that's a really nice detail
Yeah,
because it like it makes. I don't know. It's just, he makes it always is a good line, you know.
yeah, because it's a good way to tie them all together.
Yeah. I am Shadow
It's a,
Android. To rule
it's a
of
good way to keep
humans.
them consistent, but the problem with that is that sometimes
They
the
come too
reasons that
samey.
Shadow has a reason for doing stuff, it ends up coming off as like very petty. Like when
Oh
he
yeah.
goes to the Black Comet with Sonic and then just turns on Sonic because I am the ultimate hedgehog.
Well, in the Japanese version, he's like, "Oh, I'm not working for the Black Arms. They're still my enemies. I'm just stopping to beat you up, Sonic." And then Sonic's like, "Okay, cool. Let's beat each other up." And then whoever wins gets to.
It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I
It's
prefer
funny.
just like I prefer just Shadow being in insane or whatever. Um. Yeah.
I love this game, but goddamn, it's definitely got some fucking retarded shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would have been better received if expert mode was available from the start?
I think it would be better if you were able to just get it right after the final story, as opposed to having to literally get A rank in every single ending.
Well, I say like if it was available from the start because a lot of people complain about the edgy story and having to do all the routes over and over. But then if you had expert mode from the start, they could just pick the more classic mode and just play all the levels on their own.
I mean, I get that, but the thing about Shadow the Hedgehog is it's supposed to be a story game. So
Yeah, but
if
I'm
you
just
just put
thinking
that in, then
hypothetically.
if you did that, then I mean, you would definitely get a lot of people who just sort of play the game for what it is, and maybe you would get more people who actually enjoy it since you don't have to go through all the bullshit of objectives and stuff. But I mean, you can do that just by downloading the Dolphin and using mods. Those exist.
Mm-hmm. you know, so we've all talked about story and multiple endings. It kind of gets me thinking that maybe if there ever was a Shadow the Hedgehog 2 or whatever, maybe it would be better as an RPG in like the style like Deus Ex or I guess yeah, Deus Ex would probably be a good example where you have a lot of or a lot of outcomes.
Well, one thing, like in some games, when you start up the sequel, it's like, what ending did you get in the first game? That would be kind of cool if it like continued off of it,
Oh yeah.
even though it'd be kind of tough to do. So you'd have
Hmm.
a lot more
I guess
different variables to think of when making the routes.
I mean, well, they could have very easily get away with just saying like, "You are Shadow Android. You must find Shadow" or something like that, and that's how they would continue it on. But I feel like if they could do your idea, that would be the way to go. But I don't know. Knowing Sonic Team, it would be pretty tough for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they should make like a Tails team or a Shadow team to work alongside or to work on different things other than Sonic Team.
Well, Sonic Team themselves are already super understaffed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Forces had like 3 level designers, and 2 of them were new, and the other one only worked on Lost World.
Oh.
Meanwhile, like Heroes, I mean not Heroes, Shadow had like 5 level designers, I think.
Hmm. I
I can't
guess.
remember exactly, but yeah, there's definitely some fucking staff anon who really likes to talk about all the inside info on the uh, modern era
Yeah,
games.
he's cool.
Really? There's an insider in sthg.
Not really an insider, but they
He
just
just
really
looks
like
at the
looking
credits.
into,
Oh,
well,
okay.
the credits, but also like individuals, employees of history, and see if they can dig really like anything up. But of course, there usually isn't.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. I wish. I feel like with a lot of things, it's just like it's really hard to come up with like calm strategies or like plans for Sonic Team, and it is a Sega in general when you really don't know anything about their current situation. Like,
Yeah.
just make Mania 2, but like maybe they literally don't have the money for Mania 2. There's like a lot of stuff we just don't know.
Dude, if they don't have the money for Mania 2, I don't want to see what the fuck they're coming out with at the 30th.
How would they not even have the money for that? It's
I
just
don't know.
like,
Maybe they just don't have it. They just won't get it from Sega because Sega knows that they're a dying venture, or they just don't have faith in them, I guess. Or maybe
well,
they're
Mania
putting
sold
putting
pretty
all the
well.
yeah, but maybe they're just putting all their hope in the mainline game. Like that's gonna be the big one.
Hopefully they got a better staff this time.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe they'll learn a lot from the reception the Forces got. Maybe I don't know.
Sega learning. It's funny.
Oh man. Well, well. I heard that the GT people didn't get their game received too well. The fan game people, Sonic GT. I
Oh, what
don't,
about them?
their game got kind of like people didn't really like it too much. I don't know why because I couldn't finish it because it didn't really run too well on my computer. But yeah,
It's a little. Hmm.
yeah.
don't know how
Have you
to.
played it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fun enough, but story's not great.
Mm.
And also the levels kind of get a little samey, and they're large.
Yeah.
I think this is the one that I tried and I had major frame issues with recently.
Sonic
It's the
GT.
one with the Mighty in it. That one's GT.
I'm not sure.
I didn't know the Mighty was in there. I never got that far, but I couldn't play it. It was too laggy, or it wasn't laggy. It was too slow because it was my computer's too bad, I guess. Which I guess is laggy, but whatever. It's in Unity. Um, have either of you guys tried making your own games in Unity or any other game maker engine?
No,
No, not really.
I'm very far
You know,
away. Go ahead.
one thing I wonder is why did like lore in games like die out? Why did that stop being a thing?
Um,
Because like in 2000, in the 2000s, it was all about the lore. Like
mm,
everything had lore. Where'd all the lore go? Now it's all a lot more,
probably where the passion
you know.
went. I know that's kind of a doomer answer, but I don't know. Maybe there's passionate people on we're still working at Sonic Team, but it really does feel like everyone that's working there has been there for like 20 years, or has been there for zero.
Which is funny because most of them are newbies on forces.
Yeah. So they're also all Japanese. So I don't want to be xenophobic, but like, um,
But even with like, even with Crash 4 was, it's not the greatest to say
mm,
that. It, it kind of feels like it has a Pontaf-ish energy to it. Like it feels like they're trying
oh yeah. Well, I mean, Crash
to
has
be
always
too
been,
hard to be a cartoon like.
in my experience, Crash has been always very cartoonish. I know what you're saying, but like,
No, I mean like not in the
yeah.
like they're trying to be more like Cartoon Network when Crash is usually more like Looney Tunes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
because Crash was based on Looney Tunes.
Yeah. He's the
But
floating
then with
harbor.
Crash 4, it's like they're trying to go the wrong way cartoons.
So less
And also
slapstick.
it also has a lot of weirdly serious moments in it, but not in a good way.
Uh,
Like there's a scene where like they mention that Crash and Coco in another timeline died, and it's like played super seriously.
maybe I have to go look that up.
And it's like and Trippy was like, "Oh, their screams were delicious, blah blah blah. I'm a bad guy." And it just kind of sort of comes out of nowhere and then leaves.
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah.
Do people usually think that Crash is supposed to be a cartoony series?
Well,
I'll be right back.
pretty much.
Because I never got that impression. I grew up on that, like, way more than I did with Sonic, and I would say that that's true for
Well, yeah,
Crash,
it's
the actual character, but as opposed to the series, it's like everything else is sort of just like a normal, like, they're telling a story in a
well,
game.
yeah, but I mean, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but like in 4, they're doing it like the serious, like in the original games, it's played seriously mostly, but it's like done in a not trying to be serious way, but still. Do you get what I mean?
It's not that it's like um actually being serious. There's just like this sort of cliched, oh, there's this evil guy who's gonna take over
Yeah.
the world or whatever. But Crash comes in and he's going to stop him, but
He
Crash
makes
is such a goofy character that
Yeah.
everything revolving around him becomes a joke.
Yeah.
He's sort of like a Deadpool of the series in a way.
And then 4 is like most of it's wacky, and then all the enemies are wacky, and then suddenly, midway through, evil entropy comes in, and then he's like, everything's all super serious for a second, and then they beat him up, and then they leave, and then the rest of the game is still wacky.
Yeah.
Like it's like this random pit stop of, oh wait, we have to be serious now. Okay, that's done. Back to being wacky.
I think the only time I can really think that they, like back in the original Crash days, even up through like PS2, where they were doing uh, goofy shit in the story, was actually with Twin Sanity, like the whole plot point where it's like, oh, they stole Cortex's brain.
Yeah, Twinsanity in general was a lot more goofy than the originals because they were going for more of a comedy angle
Yeah,
after. Because the original plan was explicitly stated to be more gritty, a gritty Crash game.
that's not how it ended up.
Yeah, because they had to restart development and all that. I'm pretty sure the same thing happened to Titans too.
I never played anything beyond oh, what's the one racing one?
Hello.
Tag team racing,
Tag team racing.
Crash Tag Team Racing, the one where you conjoin cars.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
because before they decided to make Titans, like, before they changed the designs, originally, like, they had more, it was going to be a little more serious, kind of. I like Titans, but it kind of gets a little more hate. It's sort of like the Shadow the Hedgehog of the Crash series.
I imagine for much different reasons.
Yeah, because it gets most of its hate for the level designs and not the level designs, the character designs and the writing, which aren't great, but everything else is pretty on point, even the lore. It's not even a reboot.
Yeah, as soon as the I saw the new characters and little new character designs, and that Crash actually like can pronounce words, I was like, oh man, I don't know about this anymore.
Yeah, the writing isn't great, but they actually have a lot of lore. Like, in the first game, the giant tree on the second island,
The
that's one of the level themes in Titans. Like, you actually get to explore it.
hmm,
And they reveal Uka Uka planted it a long time ago.
in like a big uh 3D platforming level
Yeah,
as opposed to the 2D one.
yeah, the whole game's a beat 'em up platformer
Hmm.
where you can assess enemies and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Hmm. Sounds
Yeah,
fun.
anyway, Sonic.
No, it's fine. We can talk about whatever here. Like you said, it's a recorded or I guess what I said. It's a recorded hangout.
Yeah,
Crash is a fantastic series. Next line, Shadow or fuck Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
Crash doesn't really have any, like, mainline really bad games. The worst are just okay.
Hmm.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you what time is it? It's been an hour of recording. Do you want to wrap it up here, or do you want to keep on talking? Or you got?
I can keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean, I'm probably gonna be up for like, what time is it? 2 a.m. Shit, dude. I'm gonna be up for like another half a day.
I really do be like that sometimes. Um, yeah.
But yeah, Titans it does good visual storytelling, but the writing itself is not great. Like they go full in memes, 2007 memes.
Oh boy.
So the enemies call you noob and a hacksaw.
Hmm.
And Cortex tells his minions they cannot has cheeseburger.
Jeez.
They
Dude.
go full in.
Oh, I made a mistake. I should have gotten in on this.
Yeah. And they also break the fourth wall a few times. Like what like there's this kind of cool gimmick where before you encounter an enemies they'll have full on conversations with each other sometimes. And one of the enemies says that Uka Uka is like upset because he had a body in Twinsanity. They mentioned Twinsanity by name and he lost it, so now he's all upset.
Oh, and that big fucking ice boss level.
Yeah, they mention it. Like they say, oh, in Twinsanity he had a body, but he lost it. Which is
He had it
funny.
for like 5 fucking minutes.
Hmm.
And then Mind Over Mutant's even weirder because every cutscene is in a different art style. One of
What?
them's just a South Park cutscene. Like it steals South Park's art style. And
Hmm.
the intro for the cutscene, like they do they're in South Park for the cutscene. And then another one's just Dragon Ball Z.
Huh.
It's just weird.
Just an anime style.
Oh yeah, this is weird. They have one that's like a battle block theater cutscenes. They have one that's like very beautiful, artistic. Uh, oh, what do you call them? Storyboards.
Yeah, there's one where it's sock puppets, but not real sock puppets, animated sock puppets. If it was real sock puppets, that would be great.
That wouldn't have been too hard, right? At least in my limited knowledge.
Probably not. I mean, because with stuff like that, for the most part, all you really need to do is just drag the figures around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might be turning in pretty quick.
Turning
So,
in?
yeah,
What does that mean? You mean like leaving?
yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
maybe. So, I guess I'll see you guys.
Okay, yeah. See you tomorrow or whenever you want to come back.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
And then there were two.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about?
Unless
Oh, what do you say?
I was gonna say, unless you're about to go as well.
You're gonna stay or are you gonna leave?
No, I'm good to stay.
You good to stay?
I don't know how long you're gonna be around.
I'll stay for a little bit. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe someone else will join. Right?
Oh, this late.
Maybe. I don't know. There's always little curiosities that happen. Um, so yeah, how's it rolling with you? You surviving?
I've been uh, what, just in general?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you doing? What's your current state
Uh,
compared to the start of it?
I'm okay, I suppose.
Good, good, good.
As good as one can be.
It's good to hear. Um, think I've won. You know, I have solitaire on my phone, right? And usually when
Yeah.
you start a new game, it puts an ad. But I've been on a roll for like 15 games, and it hasn't put up a single ad. So I think I won the jackpot or something.
Yeah, I've seen that you like those little games that you can just pull up on a homepage of Google and
Yeah. Well, I've
all
been playing
that.
on my phone, but I can play on Google. How many episodes have you watched?
Um, I haven't watched a whole lot. I've watched the two most previous ones, 5 and 6,
Oh yeah. What do you
uh,
think of them?
and then I've just watched a couple random others.
Which season were they from?
Two, the most
Two.
recent ones.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're kind of quite a controversy right now.
Are you?
Yeah. Um, which I guess is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because there's not as much drama on the thread or off-topic stuff on the thread. But I guess you can call it a bad thing because there's not as many people joining. Because people only like to join after the drama.
Hmm.
That's what happened with 6, right? There's a couple like there was a little boost in people because um, there was the what was there? There was the AAR drama. So you
Oh
know.
yeah, I saw that episode too. That was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm a big uh, advocator of chaos,
Mhm.
so seeing just mimic steamroll everyone like he did in that one episode was
Yeah.
lovely.
It's it's unfortunate for AR because I feel like the general has kind of turned against her for this one. Because when that came out, there was not too many good, kind things said. But I feel like right now we're kind of cooled off.
Yeah,
I think, I
I
think,
do remember the response to that, but I mean, I still am unfamiliar with all the fucking name fags, and
yeah, there's a lot of
for
them.
the most part, I don't really care. But then there's the ones you can't really avoid, like Sparky and AWF.
Hmm. Well, I think today, I think the you mentioned him today is because you saw him today, but that wasn't actually him. That was an imposter.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he was playing Fortnite, so it wasn't him. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not great with being able to spot
yeah,
uh, ship posters and false flaggers, even though false flagging is something that I like to do a lot.
hmm yeah. I mean, it's probably a good thing that you don't know how to. You're not obsessed enough to know. Um, yeah. I mean, I think Movie Spur's not come back here for a while, which is probably good for himself. But no more drama concerning him, or not. There was never ever any drama concerning Movie Spur. It's just he would do stuff that was kind of silly on the thing, like defecating on mic and other forms of relieving himself on mic. You know. Um, but it was. I think it's probably a good thing that he's gone. I mean, not gone permanently, but like
Taking a break.
taking a break. Maybe he'll come when he comes back. He'll be a better man who doesn't do those things with a mic with his mic on.
He'll make a grand return, show everyone how much of a chat he is.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
he'll be able to say to matter of fact, "You can't hurt me no more." Um, it would be. This was a common joke in my school. Whenever there was like someone who had what do you say, special needs or whatever, you would just call him a very good actor. They're just pretending to be the whole thing. I
That's
think,
like the Chris Chan thing of everyone thinks that he's just a troll
Yeah. I
back in the
mean,
day.
the thing about that is that it was relatively based on truth. Because I had a friend that would just pretend to be actually disabled in front of his I guess it was algebra teacher, and he like one day she pulled him across like outside, not outside but like to another room, and he's like, and she kind of like she was pissed because he was messing around or whatever, and she was like, "Are you like special needs or something?" And he just said yes in the blur of the moment, and from then on he just kind of like played the character, and he did zero work in that class. He just kind of
What a
and
genius.
yeah. I mean, to
It's
be
not
fair,
as
go ahead.
it's not as easy to get away with the whole herder look at me I'm retarded meme. It's not really easy to get away with
Yeah,
uh, pretending that you're fucked up anymore.
yeah. I guess she was just like she was so embarrassed, I guess, that she didn't even care to check. I mean, because I guess it would have been like she would have gotten in more trouble if she like talked about it. But
Right.
because you shouldn't call a child special needs, or like use that as like an insult. But I mean, he wasn't a very good person for doing that. But still, um, I like Moviesburg though, even though he's done some silly things. I still really do appreciate them, and he he's kind of cool when you actually get talking to him. I remember one episode a hypnosis fan fiction with him, and it was very romantic experience.
Romantic for you and someone else.
Or intimate, it was a fun experience. It was just me and him and the hypno fan fiction, so we were kind of, we enjoyed ourselves. You can actually find the episode. It's literally just the whole episode is just that. Let me find it for sure. But it was good, and that's why I like Moviesburg, is because he 100%s everything he does. If he's gonna piss on the microphone, he pisses the whole way through. No. And
He's been a Chad all along. He's just asserting his authority that way.
honestly, at this point, I really do believe that, because I feel like he really does everything he wants to do. By the way, it's episode 19. It's just me and him. Here. Honestly, everything from season 1 is pretty. Like, I should make like a compilation of all the good moments, because there really isn't a lot of good moments. There's like a lot of these are like 4 hours long. These episodes, or some of them are.
Oh, wow. Yeah, some of them are
And some of
they're
them are
going for
very
a
long.
while, huh?
And a lot of them are just noise or just silence. Especially the one where there's like a bunch of people on them. So I should probably like make a compilation or whatever. I think that'd be a good idea of all the funny moments.
You gonna go back through all
Yeah, it's gonna be quite the
100 hours
mission.
of podcast?
It's a lot of stuff. I think it'll be worth in the end, but still, it's a lot. God. I mean, assuming that each one's an hour, which is not, it's way more than an hour for each one, but it's at least 37 hours of footage. This might
I
be
would say a
enough.
more accurate estimate would be that you just attribute 2 hours to each one.
Oh, so then it's 74 hours of of um of show.
Yeah, in that case, it's going to be more accurate, but that's also a bit of a high.
Yeah, I think it's shooting a little high. So I would say like 65, 70. I might have to get someone to do this for, like, help me with it. Yeah, I might actually have to do that. I have no idea who would actually be willing to watch all this stuff, though.
How many of you guys actually work on this thing? Because you're the only one who I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I'm the only one that does this. I mean, I had, Movie Spirit hosted a few episodes for me. And Paya hosted a few episodes for me. But I'm the only one that edits, or I don't, quote unquote, edit and draws the pictures. But it really has evolved throughout the years, or not? I guess it is. No, it's not a year yet. Still got 7 more months, but
It's close enough.
yeah. Um, but it's nice to look back and see where we're coming, how far we come from. But yeah, that compilation is gonna be real hard to make. You wouldn't be interested in listening to any of these episodes, right?
I probably would.
Really?
Yeah.
You
If you-
sure? Because this is
I mean, I got a lot of time on my hands, dude. I'm not I'm not in a working man position right now.
I gotcha. I mean, what it basically be is that I would ask you, like, just watch every episode and have, like, a notepad nearby, and then just write down the note, like, the timestamp, and then after you're done with your assignment, I guess, it'd be, you just send me, like, a picture of it, and I'll get all the clips. Because there's definitely parts that I really want to find, like accent guy freaking out at AWF. It's something I really want to find. And I'm actually really pissed. I'm really sad about that because accent guy, I think he was a fan of Moonfag before he was cool, and So, do you know about accent guy?
No.
No, okay, so Accent Guy was the very first person to come on this podcast, right? And he was kind of cool, you know, he's a cool guy. He didn't really like AWF though, so he comes on and he comes on with AWF, and AWF comes on at the same time, and he talks a lot of shit about AWF, but AWF still has his mic muted, so kind of everyone assumes that he's kind of like AFK or whatever, so he keeps on talking shit, and then finally AWF turns on his mic, and he just says like, oh, you have questions now, what are your questions? Just pretty much simple stuff like that, and Accent Guy pretty much freaked out in a pretty humorous way. And he came on the next episode, but I think he was a fan of Moonfag because he had the same avatar, and then Moonfag like called him like as soon as he started talking, Moonfag was like, oh, you're the guy that like did all this stuff. And I feel bad for the guy. That's what I'm trying to get at. And after that, he never was heard from again. So,
Damn.
One day, I just pray that he comes back. Because I'm so, I want to, I mean, I don't think I can relate to him, but I just want him back, you know? It'd be great to have him. Because he was the first guy, you know? He was the first real person.
He was the star of the show,
Yeah.
and then he left us all in the dust.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we kind of kicked him out, but still. I didn't kick him out. The others did, but it's kind of sad, actually. Like, not a lot of people from the original few episodes are here. Yeah. Well, you know, the first episode, there was actually, you might see on the little thumbnail, there was like 4 people. There was not 4 people in there. no one showed up except for Accent Guy. No one showed up, and so I made little voice changers of like quasi interviews of like AWS Slashy and Azuki or something like that, and it was a little cringe, I'm being 100% honest, but funny thing, that's actually probably the reason why this thing got a little popular, especially the second episode, because the actual AWF came on and talked about it, and that's actually the most viewed episode. So, prime example again, people really like controversy for this thing.
I mean, it's definitely what adds the entertainment value.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most popular one as of the most recent few was the Mimic one, anyways.
Yeah. And he was pretty relaxed in the fifth one.
Yeah.
Probably.
It was very weird seeing how he just kind of was able to turn it off.
Yeah, I guess he's only after the name tags, you know. But
he definitely seems like a really cool guy, but I definitely have a different opinion on him in the threads.
What's your opinion on him?
I think his posts, I mean, maybe it's intentional, but he just sort of goes for like the lowest effort trolls for the highest outcome, which makes sense to do. But it just seems like a little bit lazy. Although when he's able to pretty much implement that same thing like he did episode 4, where he just was talking over everyone, it definitely comes out a lot better since he's able to actually rake up a lot more of the spotlight. In the threads, you can just literally ignore him, but you're not really able to do that in an audio format.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely works a lot better on here.
It's yeah, I mean, definitely has his advantages by being on here. I guess I don't know if you'll ever come back too much, at least trolling, because I feel like all the major name flags have moved off from this. I think they realize what this is gonna get them in, and so they're kind of like they're avoiding that now, you know.
Right.
But that's fine. Now it's more of a true sthg thing, right? Again, you know, change brings good and bad.
Yeah, I don't know if, well, not to sound like I won't join again, but I don't know if or when I'll be able to, because I have a very inconsistent sleep schedule, so there's a lot of times where I can just actually just miss it.
Yeah, you know, this is pretty
I don't know
late
if
for
this
most
was
people.
the normal time that you usually do it, or...
Well, there's two recording dates. There's one today at
Yeah.
10 p.m. PST, and tomorrow at 5 p.m. PST. I don't know what time zone you're in, but
I'm Eastern.
Eastern.
Yeah.
So you're 4 hours ahead. So it would be like 9 o'clock for you for the
Okay.
Saturday one. I don't know how that fits into your thing, but yeah. I mean, we're kind of
It fits as long as I'm awake for the most part.
Yeah,
and if I'm actually looking at the thread.
You know, Moviesprig has fallen asleep in a couple of these, so you wouldn't be the first if you did. But yeah, you know, Um, yeah, that's pretty much how it works. But what I was saying, like, we're kind of at the point where we have like a dedicated set of people that always come on. Like Sanao Pro, he always comes on. I don't know if that's out of consideration, but we'll see. um, I know Sunny usually comes on. Fluffy usually comes on. Pius sometimes comes on. You know, it's nice to have a little group of people. You know,
Right.
usually the
Get an
Saturday,
actual,
huh?
get an actual like consistent sort of a.
Yeah. Um, usually the Saturday ones, it's actually I shouldn't say this because it's very weird. I was gonna say that the Saturday ones are usually more lively, but it's really inconsistent. Sometimes the Saturday or the Friday ones are super popular. Sometimes the Saturday ones are very popular. So
Right.
there's really no way of telling. Oh no. Yeah. Well, what is it? I think AAR is planning on making their own podcast. I'm kind of excited to see that. Genuinely, not like just like like I'm gonna like troll it or whatever, but it'd be interesting to see
I'm
what that's.
assuming that's. I'm assuming that's sort of as a retaliation.
I think so. I mean, I'm never in like hostilities to anyone. Maybe they're in hostilities to me, but I'm not to anyone.
You're one of those radical centrists. You won't take a side, and they get mad at you for it.
Yeah, I guess that's actually a very good analogy. um, yeah. So shit. Uh, some of my music is weird. It's like ads in the middle of it. What kind of music do you listen to?
Oh man, a little bit of everything. I would say I'm a huge. No, I'm not gonna.
What?
I was gonna fuck around and say that I'm big on Christian rock.
Hey, it's the one guy. Actually, I don't know. There's not a lot of good Christian rock. There's a couple Christian rappers. There's Kanye West, you know.
Oh yeah, he's up and coming Christian rapper Kanye West.
Yeah, up and coming. Um, there's like gonna be a lot of people that vote for him, right?
I mean, I don't know
Well, I think what's gonna happen is
how
that
that's what's
people.
gonna happen, but like I don't know what the
No, I don't think he's gonna
are
win.
we supposed to take anything away from that?
Well, the thing is that like it's gonna show that there's support for him. Because I feel like what's gonna happen is that people who are like Trump or Biden voters who don't really want to vote for either of the candidates and like really are super undecided, they're gonna look at the ballot and be like, I don't really want to vote for Trump. I don't really want to vote for Biden. And they see Kanye West at the bottom, and they're like, hey, might as
Hey,
well,
oh, it's
right?
pretty good. I know that name.
So that might take away votes from Biden or Trump,
Yeah.
because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people that are like, just screw it,
Well,
Kanye.
I don't know how many votes it'll necessarily take away, because I feel like at this point, everyone who's like really determined about their candidate has
Yeah, they've already
already
voted.
had plenty opportunity to vote, and anyone who is still even somehow on the fence. They saw that last debate and they're like, oh man, well, this guy in particular really appealed to me for X reason. And then if they didn't have that reaction, I don't know fucking how, but yeah, they're gonna look at just a third party and do a protest vote.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know nothing about politics. I'm not even registered to vote. But, yeah. And plus, I live in California, so my vote doesn't even matter. Sucks. But I like California nonetheless. Its pros outweigh its cons. Even if it's on fire.
It's just a celebration.
Oh yeah, for gender reveal party. Yeah. Jeez.
They were just preparing for November. One way or the other, it's gonna be on fire.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's red for boy. Well, I guess it would be a girl, right? Because blue is boy, pink is girl.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't even do that anymore. That's pretty bigoted of you to say, if I must say so myself.
But yeah.
Attributing colors to genders, how dare you?
Yeah. It's a very confusing time. You see those ones with the white balloons, right? Because it signifies that the child is non-binary.
I have not seen that.
And they were a little interesting. I feel like things are gonna get really crazy with virtual reality. It could be just up front. Because I feel like a lot of people are gonna get like the chip in their brain that like makes them full dive. You know what full dive is?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be real crazy.
I know about that. I've seen my fair share of that great anime Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
I'm a big anime enthusiast. I watch Death Note, Free. What's the other one I just had on the tip of my tongue? Fuck. I had another faggot anime on the brain. Fairy Tail. There we go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't watch. I watch Sonic X and Pokemon, but those are very westernized, I guess.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network. No, actually, it was 4Kids, not Cartoon Network. What was I saying? Shoot.
Full Dive.
Yeah, Full Dive. It's gonna get pretty crazy. You know how we have like e-rape, like people getting like sexually harassed on the internet? Now it's gonna be real rape.
Oh, that's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, what do you think of those apples?
Oh man, I can't wait until the cyber police become real. That's gonna be sick.
It might, like, genuinely, because like if it's real Full Dive and you can't leave, oh my goodness. Could you imagine being the first person raped over the internet? Virtually raped. Like, genuinely. I guess that wouldn't really make a lot of sense, though. Because if you have Full Dive, where you could experience such, like, incredible sensations, why wouldn't you not just, like, make an avatar that you can do the same thing to? Well, I mean
I don't
like
know.
a robot, like a virtual body pillow.
Well, that's sort of the thing, isn't it? Where you can just basically go on and do whatever the fuck you want to begin with. I imagine that idea is gonna translate just from normal internet into VR as well at some point. I mean,
yeah.
VR chat's already the closest thing to that.
Yeah, I've seen the footage on from VRG. VRG is pretty crazy. If you think that sthg is strange for having its name tags, you haven't seen VRG. It
I haven't. I don't do a lot of 4chan surfing, honestly.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't.
Mhm.
I don't use a whole lot of stuff to begin with. I have I don't have any social media at all except like Discord. And then the only website I really use is like just YouTube.
Yeah, I used to be the same way, but STHG really has a way of wrapping its claws in me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm I'm like always at the point now where I'm kind of addicted to it in a way.
Yeah, it really is like that. It's just like it really is an addiction. You just can't get enough of it.
Yeah. If like not to see what's going on at all times, I at least like to look at the pretty pictures.
Yeah, it feels like you're missing things if you get away from it. Yeah, oh my god, like
I mean, there's definitely things to miss, like all the fucking
yeah,
cream pedo shit. Oh my god.
the
Were you there for that?
yeah, I was.
I fucking loved that. That was beautiful.
The voice, the audio clips too.
Yeah. That's become a key favorite frame of or favorite phrase of mine that they have a little bit extra down there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful world. Shit. Um, yeah. Remember the doll from the cream doll?
Oh, I have the doll. I definitely downloaded that file.
I don't think you should, to be honest with you.
I probably shouldn't have, but I did out of sheer curiosity. It doesn't actually have a whole lot of porn in it at all. It really is just mostly random cream images,
Yeah, but
fan art.
when it does have that stuff, it really does have that stuff, like really hardcore stuff. Like like the aforementioned cream doll.
I couldn't believe that was real. When he mentioned that, I was like, where the fuck is this?
Did you find it?
Oh, I found it, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You can't even, I mean, maybe you can find it now, but if you did what the dude said and actually tried to search it, you would only get like this, like very low res thumbnail version of the image. Um, and it didn't actually have the full version on the internet, I think. I put it into the image search and it came up with nothing for me.
he was the sole user.
Yeah,
The
he
sole
made it.
proprietor.
It was all for him.
Hmm. Maybe one day I'll reach such stardom.
Of getting a whole screen cap about you.
Yeah.
I already got that from one
Really?
of my false flags. Yeah, the the cream pedo hive mind. The first post was me.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
when I posted that and I saw the next image that got posted immediately afterwards below me, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get the popcorn, and I did.
Yeah.
I do that sort of shit a lot. I love farming news.
Yeah. You always love the attention. Maybe you should get a name and then you'll get even more.
I don't want to be a name fag. That ruins it.
Just saying. That's how you
What are
get
you
the
gonna-
most views.
I can't do that though, because definitely like my attempts are very obvious in my opinion.
Oh
So
yeah.
if people like start attributing shit to me, they're gonna figure it out real easy.
Yeah, but they'll still bite though, because that's the way that sthg is.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I definitely have some gives,
Hmm.
and normally I don't do like subtle shit or very blunt shit like how Mimic does. I do like very, all right,
Yeah.
I'm looking for attention, give it to me.
You're very intellectual.
Yeah,
You have 1,000 hours in Spy and TF2.
precisely. I'm I did. What are some other things that I did? Uh, I don't know if anyone really saw. It was in the complete dead of night. There was a poster who was just going off, like completely getting off on the idea of characters being mentally broken and loved seeing and feeding on their tears and just like some really like cruel shit.
I think I have an idea of what you're talking about.
Um,
It was in the. It
the
was like.
I think I don't know if it was Moviesburg, but it was some IDW fag who got really mad that I was using Whisper, and I was going to switch off of a character, but then I just kept using Whisper for the rest of it.
Hmm. It
Um,
wasn't really in dead of night for me. It was more the morning, which I guess makes sense. But
hmm, I did that. Oh, I did the thing today. I was the fucking I was the Shadow tranny that was fucking with Shadow Fujo.
mm.
That was fun. I like Shadow Fujo actually, but it's very fun to manipulate them.
Oh yeah. Well, they're very passionate about what they have.
Oh, I'm I'm aware. I've talked to them both uh, like that. I've talked to them legitimately. I've just gone all out against them and very directly.
Yeah.
They're an interesting person. I love messing with them.
Yeah, they will defend their homoerotic fan fiction to the last breath. I wonder what they look like, you know?
Who?
The Shadow Fojos? As well as everyone else
Well,
on the board, actually, now that I think about it.
the one who I was messing with today, um, they were talking about how they apparently, very conveniently, of course, have a very similar image to Maria.
No. Really?
That's what they said. They didn't post any images. They were requested to. Of course, they didn't. Um, but
It's all coming together now. That's fine. I've been out of the board because I've been banned, but uh, man, that's funny.
it's definitely been picking up on some interesting things recently since that whole fucking board split and the whole threads of arguing Sparky.
Uh, yeah.
The threads were really just boring for like about a week.
I said have sex, don't ignore me, coward. Oh yeah, I forgot there's self-serve ads now. Do you know about self-served ads?
Those are the ones. That's like the banner that they were working on, right?
Yeah, now you can. They're back, so you can buy like there's regular people can buy ad spaces on 4chan.
Right.
So some guy made an ad says I said have sex, don't ignore me, coward, and says this ad was made by Sex Haver Gang, and if you click on the link, it goes to a Pickle Rick memes compilation from April 19th, 2020. So, you know, we're off to a good start. It's the first day.
That's great.
But it sucks being out of the loop, you know? One day, I guess my ban gets appealed in 10 days or something like that. So, well, I guess in 13 minutes for me, it'll be 9 days. One day I'll come back. But for now, I'm on fast only.
I don't think I'm ever gonna fucking ban evade. It sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
I've only gotten banned once, and it was talking about how it was just this big fucking post about how Shadow Fujos are essentially dog fuckers.
Yeah, that sounds like how it goes. What time is it? 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think now's a good time to close it off. I gotta get out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get my Discord if you have one.
I do have one.
It'd be interesting to play a few games, you know, to follow up.
I don't play a whole lot of games, but
Oh yeah.
I do like to just, I don't know.
Yeah. It'll be just. It's good to be in communication, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What kind of games do you play?
Well, Migfag has been getting me into TF2, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't actually play a lot of games either. Now that I think about it, it's mostly just been TF2 and Gmod because all my friends play it and my system can run it. But I've been playing a little bit of Mirror's Edge actually. Now that I think about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What about you?
Recently, I normally do a lot of like single player stuff, but multiplayer stuff, in particularly recently, I have been playing Terraria and Black Ops Zombies.
Oh yeah. Do you have World at War on PC?
I do.
Oh, we could play Zombies some other time. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
If you get me into TF2 or something, I'll have to definitely figure that out.
Yeah.
I've never played that game a day in my life.
Yeah, I only have like a couple hours in it, but it's pretty fun.
Oh, I know.
Played.
I could just pick I could pick Doc and I'll just run around being Mimic's heel slut.
Morning, people.
Yeah. I prefer Spy though. That's the most I found. That was fun. Anyway, we'll exchange it when the camera turns off, which is turning off.
Yeah.